Hello, everyone. Welcome to this mini broadcast on the topic of the culture of collective intelligence. And what do I mean by the culture of collective intelligence? So, um, what I mean, here's what I don't mean. What I don't mean is just another, flavor of human culture. There's all these different cultures, from punk rock subculture to Kuwaiti culture to Somali culture. You name the country, and then within those countries there are regions and subregions. So there's a whole matrix of cultures. I'm not talking about any of that or any possible new culture within that broad general realm. That's not what I'm talking about when I say the culture of collective intelligence. What I am talking about is the culture of an entirely new organism, an entirely new species. And what is that species? That species is precisely collective intelligence, right? And when I say collective intelligence, what I really mean is a specific manifestation of collective intelligence, a specific implementation of collective intelligence, if you prefer. But whatever the implementation, if it is truly collective intelligence of the very powerful nature that we're envisioning and co-creating here, using such amazing components as this, the recorded video conference, then regardless of the specific implementation, collective intelligence has the potential, and therefore I believe the inevitability, of, given how far we've come, the inevitability of one or more implementations, either individually or collectively, if it's more than one, taking off, really taking off exponentially, and in the process creating a whole new mode of existence for its participants, its human participants, such as ourselves. I'm living in a whole new mode of reality, given that I live so much within the realm of collective intelligence. I mean, here I am just talking into a video camera recording to be posted as a YouTube video. I'm talking to the world. I'm talking to the future. I'm talking to the collective intelligence, which is itself growing. So this is a whole new experience of communication for me, and yet I'm embracing it. So my culture, my way of being is changing. And as collective intelligence grows and evolves, all of us will experience this cultural shift where we're less and less operating as an individual and more operating as a collective. So it's analogous to the change in culture from unicellular organisms to multicellular organisms, right? Bacteria have a culture, right? And not just a culture in a petri dish kind of culture, but literally a culture. I mean, they go to war with opposing colonies of bacteria, for example. Well, that requires a certain social skill set and communication pathways and whatnot. So a culture emerges. Obviously, the culture of complex multicellular organisms such as ourselves is vastly more complex than the culture of unicellular bacteria. Likewise, the culture of collective intelligence will be vastly more complex than the culture of unicranial, uni-individual humans operating as, individual bacteria kind of thing here on planet Earth. What do I hoard for myself? What do I do for me, me, me? I mean, what we could be doing together as a collective is just unimaginable compared to the hell that we've created, that we collectively have created, unconsciously created. It wasn't like any of us set out as a sinister, evil character to create this hell, but it simply emerged. And now we have an opportunity to radically transform life on Earth as we shift from the individual to the collective. So the culture that's going to emerge is inconceivable to our minds at this point, at this stage of our cultural evolution, precisely because we're so separate from each other and therefore so essentially brain dead, brain damaged from so much separation. But the good news is that by jumping into the collective intelligence, we engage in a collective healing as with each other, which is where we're meant to be. So welcome to the new cultural revolution, unlike any other that's been seen on Earth to date. It's radically dimensionally enhanced relative to all previous ones. Arigatou gozaimasu. See you on the next video.